talent come out and network. Like I said, this man is a music mogul, film mogul, fashion guru, all of it in one. Make sure y'all come out and show some love and support. Anything you want to tell the people in the week?
I'll be there. So I'm here, and my thing is, I don't just show up and not come back. It's my second time, and last like a month or two.
Right.
So when I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. And the reason why is because I want people to treat me that way. So, number one, life is not meant to be easy.
Right.
There's not one person, white, black, or whatever, on this planet, rich or poor, that I know that's been through life without any problem.
That's true.
Every single person I know has problems every single day. So I guess that's what we're meant to be. We're meant to be tested. Life is school. So you can't get mad at the test. You just have to embrace them, look for them, and pass them.
Man, wise words right there, man. We got more game tonight with Dame. Make sure you come on out. New Jessup Highway, 341 Lands and Games. Respect the Art Tour. We going up tonight. I appreciate you so much, Dame Garrison. Really appreciate you. It's an honor.
And if you don't make it, we'll be broadcasting it. Because I'm a broadcast from the phone. I didn't bring a camera, but I can broadcast. So I'll probably broadcast to go to America. New type in America.
Right.
Type it in you, 2 words. It's free. I made it free. So I don't want to buy
so we could just get it right on.
Check it out. You'll see the kids. The last time we were up here, Rocky came up here right to the schools and
right. And I didn't even get a chance about the STEAM and literacy and everything you're putting out in the community.
Oh yeah, thing is to get those reading scores up.
Right.
Every child that can't read by the time they 3, they build a jail cell for it. That's the method.
invest into real estate, but didn't know where you would get the capital to do so? Well, over the past 7 years, I've been helping people get access to up to $150,000 of the bank's funding to invest in their first or next investment property. My name is Will Roundtree, and I've been helping people from all across the country get into real estate investing, all without using any of their own money. Now, you can be asking yourself, well, Will, what makes you think that you can help people? Look, I was just like you several years ago. I was homeless, I was sleeping in my car, and I was reading book after book just trying to figure it out. But until I learned that you have to actually follow a system. See, success is a system. And once you actually have the blueprint, you'll be able to just follow it step by step to be able to get to your end goal. And that's what I did by creating the REI 90 system. See, in my REI 90, I have a proven system that can help you not only get your first investment property, but we're also going to show you how to get into the property all without using any of your own funds. And if you would like to know exactly how I've helped tens of thousands of individuals over the past several years get into their first or next investment property, I'm actually hosting a free training. And to be able to get access to this training, all I need you to do is click the link below. Join. It costs you nothing, but at most, you will get some new information for you to be able to take action on your goals and dreams. Now, I know you may be asking yourself, well, Will, how do I know this is going to work? Well, that's why you got to come to the actual training, because if you do nothing, you'll continue to get nothing. I'll see you inside this training.
A key to great skin is exfoliating and moisturizing. Old Spice gives them both.
Let's work hard. Happy birthday to Miss CC, y'all. I promise to celebrate the birthday tonight. It's going down in the Aqua nightclub tonight, y'all. Same outfit. Everybody warm up a little bit, y'all. We're gonna be here at 3 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna be here till 3 o'clock in the morning. Greatest man in America, man. Northeast Crew is here. Yeah. Greatest man in America here, Northeast Groovers, man. You hear me? Yeah. I'm putting these free shot made them cookies, huh? Hey, Turbo. That's that made them cookies, man. Yeah. Free shot made them cookies if you're with it. Smurfing. Hey, yo, I see you, girl. Hey, so I hit her in the DM. Hey, all eyes, yeah, I see him. If that's your man, I hit the DM. It goes down in the DM, it go down, it go down in the DM, it go down, it go down, down in the DM, go down, it go down in the DM. Let it play, let it play. Don't be groovers, man. Don't get it twisted up, tangled, baby. We do this shit for real. You see my man Mike Eyeside. What's up, Joe? Yes, indeed, it's JR. How do you smoke? Hey! Hey! Love the gram, I love the gram. 808 JR. Hey! Hey! Find an 808, hold it, show down. Hey! Hey!
that's your man, I hate to be him. It goes down in the field, it go down, it go down in the field, it go down, it go down, it go down in the field, it go down, it go down in the field. It's going down in the field. Smashing pussies in the field. All the way to the AL. All the way to my DL. I ain't never going off the toast. All the time on this baby go. Because it's spirit of my city low. Like all time on my city low. It's EDG on the BET. Because we beat it in the BMD. I'm showing out when it's showing out. And bring the pussies out, we make me say they loud. Let's get this talking to the back out. Back out. They call me boss when they bug out. Bug out. And then the energy we bug out. Bug out when we bug out. Energy we bug out. Hey, I say you man, I hate to be you. Hey, I see your girl, she supposed to be you. That's your man, I hate to be here. So I hit her in her. Is that your man, I hate to be here. So I hit her in her. Yeah, I said it. It goes down in the deal, it goes down, it goes down in the deal, it goes down, it goes down, it goes down in the deal. That's your man, I hate to be here. Hey, is that your man, I hate to be here. I love that 808. Hey, is that your man, I hate to be here. 808. Not a game, man. Can I get the 808, please? Hey, is that your man, I hate to be here. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I see your girl post a DM. Hey, so I hit her in her DM. Hey, all that, yeah, I see him. If that's your man, I hate to be him. It go down in the DM, it go down. It go down in the DM, it go down. It go down. It go down in the DM, it go down. It go down in the DM. I need the bars from you, man. Yeah. We get up on the next one. Hey, Chris. Smoke. Yes. Yes. Is that your man? I need to be him. Tracy, it's your birthday. Come on, girl. Hey. Is that your man? I need to be him. Hey, I'm all eyes. Yeah, I see him. Baby boy. Yeah, I see him. Charlie. Yeah. Hey. I see your girl goes a DM. Hey. So I hit her in her DM. All eyes. Yeah, I see him. If that's your man, I hate to be him. It goes down in the deal. It goes down. It goes down in the deal. It goes down. It goes down in the deal. It goes down in the deal. Hey, what if I do sing it? Because I'm bringing me raw. Be careful with your spit, baby, because I'm quick with the jaw. Hey, if you don't give a damn, if you don't give it up. If you don't give a damn, if we don't give a fuck. But keep your hands out my pockets, boy. take this thing back icebox style. And we gonna do that thing Metro Club style. You better believe it, man. This is kill the war. Take it to kitchen, boys. This is big. Say, I smoke with ya. I smoke with ya. Chris, smoke. We got an attitude, man. Who got them friends? Cause I'm over there. Oh, man, Kyrie, and then the policy work. Who got them friends? Cause I'm over there. Who got them friends? Cause I'm over there. Ain't no way, Chris, let it drink. Just to prove my love. you stay here by me? If you took your love away, couldn't live another day. What's good with y'all, man? What's today? Today is the 27th of June. As y'all know, I'm celebrating 3 years of Streets Finest podcast, and I thank everybody for being here with me. You know, yeah, yeah. Thanks for everybody being here with me because you know, uh, I'm slowly but surely building my following, and you know, we ain't being pressed about it. We just letting it happen, organic and genuine, and it's a slow burn. It's not no sprint, it's a marathon. So, you know, uh, it's authentic, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? We not coming here with the bells and whistles. We just straight raw with it. Nothing is scripted, and that's what I like about streaming podcasting in its own right. I tell people, whatever your talent is, if it's just having a conversation, you know, you always have something to say. You always have an opinion, and it could be on anything. You want to talk about pets, the welfare of pets and so forth, But I will encourage authenticity and, try to establish content that's from a personal place, if you will, because people connect with you and to you when you come from that place of a personal area, like, you know, from a personal space, like, when you standing around somewhere or at work or like the subway, and out of the blue somebody just come and just stand in your space. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't welcome that individual in your space, you be like looking at them crazy, like, did I invite you in my area or my space? You know, and some people don't respect your space. It's like people just think that they can just take up your time. People think they can make you talk to them when you don't feel like talking. You know, I'm a person that I thrive on protocol, or I'm very much routine, and I don't like my routine disrupted as far as I can control it. So I hate when individuals go out their way, not even knowing. A lot of times people are innocent. They don't know that that's what they doing. But a lot of times you just want to be at peace. You don't want to talk to nobody. You don't want to talk about nothing. And that's what it is. You just want your quiet time. And for some people, they just can't be quiet. And they feel like, well, you going to talk to me or you going to give me attention. And you be like, bro or sis, you know, go sit in the corner till I tell you to get out the corner. You know what I'm saying? That's how you be feeling. But sometimes you have to be blunt and tell people, hey, we on quiet time right now. You know, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me right now. You know, I don't want to hear your opinions, and I don't want to converse at all right now. But I get back with you. So when I'm ready, then just hold that thought. Hold the conversations you got going on in your mind. But I appreciate that my opinion is valued. But sometimes you just gotta take a time out and reset. And a lot of people don't understand that. You get what I'm saying? So you have to physically tell people a lot of times, hey, I'm on quiet time right now. I'll get back with you, you know. So I hope that I helped somebody just now. Okay. I'm freestyling right now, you guys. And all right, let's go into what's happening in the world. Like I said, I'm not scripted when I come here. You know, I'm very much like freestyling. Yeah. What's happening in the world right now? The big thing is the mock draft of the NBA of the new players coming out of school. So the draft was last night. LeBron James' son, Bronny James, didn't go in the first round, and he's expected to go tonight in the second round. So, um, how many people actually feel like he's ready for the NBA? Honestly, I don't think he's ready. I seen LeBron kid play in the AAU finals down in North Carolina, uh, in the arena where the Charlotte Hornets play. And this is probably 2016 when he was like 12 or something. However long ago, he was 12 at the time. He was playing 12U. His team was in the finals. And LeBron was actually there and present. I got the pictures and video and everything. Um, my son was like crazy to just see him. They had LeBron, his wife, his daughter, his entourage. They were all roped off, and but I could throw an apple at LeBron and I hit him. That's how close we was. So we was close to greatness on that level, and that's another thing that I like about traveling. You don't know who you're going to see in the world. That's on an echelon level or on a celebrity level. You know, I consider myself a regular Joe. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not no famous athlete, no movie star, no recording artist. That's famous. I ain't nothing of that above or what I just said. I'm a civilian. I'm a regular Joe, and I work a 9 to 5, and I'm a family man. So therefore, when I see people that do it on a big level, these people that I pay to see their movies, buy their records, and I don't mind stopping them and be like, look, I appreciate your work. Is it possible? Can I get a autograph or a picture? A memento of my experience, one of where I saw you at, and what I said to you, what what was the trade off as the conversation, all of that is valued with me. You know what I'm saying? And it's a great conversation piece. And you know, it give you a little clout as well. You know, I share space with these famous folks or big time folks. So like the last person that I've met was Robert Bob Johnson of BET, billionaire Bob Johnson. You know what I'm saying? And I realized that that was the second billionaire that I've met in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? I met the Washington Wizards owner, Abe Poland, the original owner, and well, the owner that had uh, the Washington Bullets. He was when the Bullets became okay. They the Wizards now, Washington Wizards, but the Washington Wizards were the Baltimore, no, the Washington Bullets back in the 70s and 80s, 90s, and 2000 until they became the Wizards. And before the Washington Bullets, they were the Baltimore Bullets, I think. Yeah, they were. So in the tenure of A. Poland having the Washington Bullets that he owned, I had a chance to meet him years ago, and I tell a story because I know you want to hear it, even though I done told the story often. A. Poland was being honored because he's Jewish at the Holocaust Museum, and I was working downtown. I think I was on a lunch break, and I noticed him that he was just standing on 14th Street. If you from DC or the DMV, you know where 14th Street at, by the bridge that takes you in to Virginia, Crystal City. And so I'm looking, and I actually saw his driver let him out the vehicle, the SUV. The driver went and go park, So I asked him, I rolled up on him, I say, how you doing, sir? You the owners of the Bullets, I was like, can I assist you or something? You look like you lost, right? And he was like, yeah, someone should be meeting me. I'm being honored in the Holocaust museums, and I'm trying to donate $1 million. But if by the time my driver get back and no one has come out here to greet and meet me here, he's going to go back. That my driver is going to go back and get my SUV and come back and get me, and I'm gone, right? So I look over to the security booth, bulletproof booth of the Holocaust, and I knock on the window. I say to one of the officers, I say, hey, come on out here for a minute. Look, that's the owners of the Washington Bullets, and he's here to be honored at the museum, the Holocaust Museum. And he's donating $1 million, and he's saying he's going to leave if nobody get their butt out here to meet him and bring him inside. So he get on the walkie-talkie and he called, I guess the supervisor. So from like a side door, it had been raining that day and it dried up, but it was like a mud pile. This guy, Caucasian guy in a nice suit, expensive suit, he like he's sprinting in like he qualifying for Paris Olympics. Why this man fall? He was running so fast and fell in the dirt, messed that nice $2,000 suit up. Got up and tried to wipe himself off and got to Mr. Poland, and he looking at him like this is ludicrous, right? That's what he said. He said, Mr. Poland, we saw it. We thought you was going to meet us on 15th Street. He said, well, the message I got, and here it is, said 14th Street, at 1 o'clock, and it's now 1:30. I'm getting ready to leave. Say, sir, please don't leave. We have everybody set up waiting for you, and we thought you was running a little late. He said, well, I've been here since 1 o'clock, a little before one, so you guys are late. So he was like, sir, we'll do everything to accommodate you and make you up. So by this time, the dag his driver was walking back. So he got up on us, and no, the driver had came back. I'm sorry. About time I was trying to tell the security, that, hey, get somebody out here. The driver had walked back from the parking area. He told them go back and get the SUV. So by the time the guy came out and fell in the mud, and uh the guy came out and he fell in the mud, he greeted him and he was like, sir, don't leave. The driver came back with the SUV and was ready to pick him up because he told him go get it because they wasn't out there. So now he told the driver, go park the car. I'm going inside. Meet me inside. You know. So the driver, like, are you serious? So, and he was a brother, right? So he looked at me all crazy. I was like, look, man. So anyway, he go park the car and they go in the side door. But more of the story is I saved the Holocaust in Washington, D.C. from losing $1 million that was being donated by Abe Poland, the owner of the Washington Bullets at that time. You know what I'm saying? And so, I helped that whole situation not lose that money. So with that being said, I shook his hand, Mr. Poland. It was an honor. He said, thank you, young man. And he went into his jacket pocket, gave me 2 tickets to the Bullets game at the time. So my dumb self, I never looked at the tickets, and I sold the tickets for $100. Why? The tickets was 2 floor seats that were $500 seats a piece, and I sold them tickets for $50 and made just $100 off them tickets. They were $1,000 tickets for two. You know what I'm saying? And I sold them to a coworker, and he came back and thanked me graciously, say, bro, I don't know if you knew what you did. I said, what you talking about? He said, man, you gave me two $500 tickets and you sold them to me for for $100, 50 a piece. And I was so mad at myself, but all I could do is smile. I was like, this is a story for you. I saved the Holocaust from losing $1 million, and I cheated myself out of $1,000 ticket. 2,000, well, 2 tickets that was worth $1,000. I could have went to them game and probably sold them tickets. Well, I don't know if I could have sold them. Anything that's high like that, I probably could have got maybe 5 for 2 tickets. And unless I came up on the right person, what I'm saying, that had 1,000 like that, which I probably wouldn't have. But yeah, man. So that's a story for you, I tell you. And but back to the original story where I started from. That was the first billionaire individual that I met in my lifetime, and then later on, currently, I meet Bob Johnson, the owner of BET, that started, the founder of BET. And not only that, let me give you another gem. Bob Johnson and his wife is the founders of the WNBA, which we are enjoying now. His wife is the founder of the WNBA, and he's her partner, so he's the co-founder. And they going on 30 years in the league now, and we got Angel Reese that just they just made a Barbie doll of her. We got Caitlin Clark that's like the face of the WNBA now, and everybody upset because she just got here. She did her thing in college. But shouts out to South Carolina women's basketball team. The coach is from Philly, and she was a WNBA player herself. Dawn Lewis, that's her name. And Angel Reese is from Baltimore and went to Maryland and transferred to LSU. And when I see her, I would like to say, what made you transfer to LSU? From Maryland University. You know what I'm saying? So that's a story in itself. So when I see people, I already have on my mind what I want to talk to them about. Like I just feel like I'm gonna meet Shaq. I done met Shaq moms at the AAU tournament that I seen LeBron James son in. And back to LeBron James son, they say he's supposed to be going second round tonight. But I think his butt should have stayed in school for a whole year and got through the year to better his stats because he had the heart scare, the heart murmur or something, and he didn't even play a whole season. So really, we don't even know what he could do other than if you were following him, his high school and AAU career, which was solid. But when I seen him at 12 years old, he wasn't the dominant player on the team. He was the facilitator. He was the point, bringing up the ball. Everybody else was shining but him, for the most part. But he knows the game. His IQ is high. And I watched the podcast with LeBron and JJ Redick, which I'm not surprised that LeBron, no, I'm not surprised that JJ Redick is the head coach of the Lakers because LeBron is the Lakers right now. He's the face of that organization, and pretty much what he offer as his opinion, they going to kind of run with it. So I say that to say him and JJ Redick on a podcast was a setup situation to let his IQ of the game be displayed. So therefore, when they run them podcast shows back, and they going to see he know what he talking about, far as his IQ, and LeBron gonna co-sign that he need to be the next coach. He played the game. He was successful at the game. He's still intact with the game because he's an announcer and commentator and so forth, and he's around. He's still around in the league. He's not sitting on the couch. So he's very involved in the analytics, and he's watching who can do what with what team. So he's very in sync. So LeBron, like, he's the fit. But to set that up, they started a podcast. So that was genius in itself. But LeBron on record saying, I want to play with my son. And once I play with my son, then I will retire. And he's in his 22nd year. So uh so I was like, so what does that mean you want to play with your son? Is that you want to play with your son in the NBA or on the same team? So we really believe the Lakers is going to get his son, or whoever get him, they're going to trade him to the Lakers for some pieces or whatever. And so I was discussing with a lot of people. They was like, well, okay, LeBron's son don't have the size, so I don't see him being a dominant player because by this time, that's not his role. So he was on record saying that I can be a Drew Holiday. He see himself like a Drew Holiday or a Dirk White for Boston, a facilitator, and then when called on, I could score. I could do the role playing things, and that's where he'll be a good fit and be successful eventually. Now, LeBron has another son coming up. LeBron's son, the youngest boy, is going to have LeBron's size and height, and I think he's going to be the dominant player once he learns how to be dominant. And I'm sure LeBron working with him and everything. And then let's watch out for LeBron's daughter. I think she will possess some skills, and we're gonna hear her name ring bells in college playing women's basketball, and I could see her in the NBA. All three of his kids, well, her in the WNBA, but all three of his kids to play pro ball. I kind of envision that because he had her on the court in some video I saw, and like what's the dude from the Warriors? Green. The one keep getting in trouble all the time. He got a commercial with his daughter. They out at their house on the court, and they don't have no fence around the court. And every time you shoot the ball, the damn ball go down in the woods, and he got to drive down. You know, it's a good commercial. But I be like, look, we gotta put a fence up. We ain't gonna keep riding down in the wilderness and wolves and all these critters down there. You gotta go find the basketball, but it's a commercial. It's TV. But what's the boy name? Green. Not AC Green. Uh, anyway, Green of the Warriors. So uh, I won't be surprised if his daughter, like in some years, be in college doing well. Um, I know Deion Sanders' daughter is playing high school ball, or is she in college? I don't know, but she hooped though, and uh, who else? So that's what I'm saying. I saw some kind of video like with Green and his daughter in that commercial. LeBron and his daughter has a similar commercial. It ain't even a commercial. It's a video like that. So yeah. So So I'm just thinking now how I wonder if Kobe daughter Gina would have been the woman version of Kobe in the WNBA when she got there, because Kobe didn't have no sons. So, um, you know, and we often talk about it that Michelle Obama should have got pregnant. They should have got pregnant in the White House to give Barack a son. But you don't get to make that call. I mean, if you do it waiting on God to bless the pregnancy and give you the gift of a daughter or a son, and not be genetically trying to mess with the birth. Because I hear you can, for the right money and the right doctors, you can have what you want as far as the sex of a child with the color eyes and the physicalities. I mean, science is just like, I ain't gonna say out of control. It's just so advanced now with the AI and all this. I'm like, bro, it's crazy. But but And then you wonder why, like these, like say like Joe Louis and Muhammad Ali, why they sons didn't follow in their steps and fight, and be great boxers. You know what I'm saying? So like Floyd Mayweather's sons, why one of them boys ain't getting and be carrying the name like Mayweather father, both of his brothers, they got a younger brother, I think Jeff. He said he boxed, but he was a better trainer, and so that's how he done made his name as a Mayweather. But Floyd watched his dad, and at 5 years old, was out there running 5 miles with his father, and so he got bit by the bug. I want to be like my dad, and that's how important we are to our kids because they watch us, even when you think they don't and they not. They watching us. They watching the great things we do, the mediocre things, and the bad things. So you want them to only see the great things that you do and emulate the great things and not your bad flaws or anything bad that you're capable of doing. You don't want to have your kids in that surroundings and for them to make bad decisions and it's because you did it. So yeah. So my son get ready to turn 21 and I keep like, all right, how we gonna make this special? You know, do I want to take him to a strip club? He done been away to school, for 2 years, and now he back in the area. And I don't know if he been to a strip club or not, but that's not looked at as something suitable that you should be doing, you know. Um, you know, I want to introduce him to what men do as men. We smoke cigars, we drink, you know, cognac, you know, and or bourbon or champagne, beer, you know. Uh, I'm not no wine drinker. If I drink wine, I'm drinking wine with someone else, particularly maybe a woman friend, and I'm talking pre-married. My wife don't drink, so we don't drink wine. She don't drink at all. But then when she do drink, she'll probably drink some wine, but she not a drinker. But uh, so again, I don't want to do nothing that could be considered a bad habit. I don't even want to take him to the casino. I don't know if he been to this casino or not since he been on his own for the 2 years that he left. So I'm like, okay, it's a thousand other things to do than to do things that can create a bad habit. So I made a list of damn near 1,000 other things to do than to do just a little small portion of bad things that could turn into a habit. Because I told him, I don't smoke cigarettes, I don't smoke drugs. I know this generation is like so have to have their weed. People that I know personally will quit a job so they can still smoke weed and defend the right to smoke weed. I be like, I don't believe you jokers. You picking recreation over a good paycheck? Are you serious? If they tell me today you can't drink alcohol, I'm like, all right, cool. If it's gonna mess with my money, we not doing that, you know. So I tell people if you feel like you gotta smoke, then that means you have a problem. You're an addict. That's just what it is. If you have to do it. when these people telling you, if you don't smoke, I'm paying you a good paycheck. And you be like, man, I don't care about your paycheck. I'm going to smoke my weed. Like, really? I don't understand that. So you rather take a low paying job so you can smoke rather than take a high paying level job that don't want you to smoke. It's alternatives. You can take a drink. Now they got Uber and Lyft. Nobody should be getting DWIs at this point no more. Because you can't blame it on, well, I drove because the cabs wouldn't stop. Ain't none of that. Lyfts and Uber are people like you and me that get in their vehicle and they hustle these streets. They coming in your neighborhoods because they from the neighborhoods. So they not scared to go. A lot of the cab drivers back in the day didn't want to pick you up at night after the club because they were afraid to take you to the neighborhoods. So that ain't the issue no more. You know what I'm saying? So nobody should be getting DUIs or DWIs no more. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, uh, so I'm like, we gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And we already do a lot of things. So I am a socialite, or I was a socialite. It ain't nowhere I haven't been. It's nothing that I haven't done. Uh, for the most part, I ain't gonna say I done everything there is to do because I know I haven't. But the general things, like I explained to people that I didn't start traveling outside of USA or America until I got married. I got a passport, I got on the plane, I got on my first cruise, and I was out the country all at the same time when I got married the first time. Because I tell people in DC alone, in the DMV as a whole, we got so many eateries, clubs, we got cabaret spots, and we were known to have house parties here. That was epic. From junior high, high school, college. Then when you get to the college level, you around the frat lifestyle. I didn't pledge because I didn't stay in school long, but I only did like a whole year or 2 semesters. And, but I had friends that went to Howard. We hung up Howard University like we were students there, and so we were at all the parties and everything. So, and yeah, so yeah, it was some great times back then, and so I say that to say any events, activities, You know, we just used to get in the car and hit New York. We used to go to Atlantic City. We'll drive down to the Carolinas. That was like big to go down there back in the day. Uh, I never went to Freaknik, when that was popping off down in Virginia, right? Or South Carolina. I never been to Freaknik, and I never went to the Essence Fest until I went back in 2016. And I'm married, bro. You brothers out there that single, you guys gotta start going to the Essence Fest. Trust me, you won't be mad with me when you get there. The women are 20 women to one guy, and I'm not exaggerating. And they down the party on all levels. It was so many women there and not enough men. Cause initially the Essence Fest was for like a woman's thing. But now they co-edited it. Now they got men coming, and women bringing their husbands. Like when I went with my wife, you know, we was together down there, and it was my idea to go. So, but that's one of the two places uh that I didn't go to when I was in my 20s and traveling around. We was just up and down the East Coast, and I never been to Daytona for spring break. So that was one of the things, a few areas, a few parties that I missed, but I was at every other party. I eventually got to Vegas. I've been to Vegas 3 times, I think. Yeah, it was three. Um, and my first time in Vegas was the Mayweather De La Hoya fight in '07. You know what I'm saying? I was there. I almost got into a fight with Antonio Tarver. So, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was a big deal. I almost got beat down by Antonio Tarver. I'm all the way in Vegas. I'm calling the hood. Yeah, I almost got in a fight. Almost got whooped on by Antonio Tarver. And those that don't know who Antonio Tarver is, that's the dude that knocked out Roy Jones first and beat him. And if you don't know who Roy Jones is, you Google him. He was a bad brother in his day. But every champ have to be dethroned at some point. And it just started by aging. You lose a little of your reflexes and quickness and your strength, and a young buck come along, he what you used to be. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, so yeah, man. So you know, so this is the anniversary, the third anniversary of Streets Finest, and we gonna rock out for the whole month, and I'm gonna say up to July 22nd because that's when I came to you on the air, which was June 22nd of this month. So we're gonna do a whole month edition. I'm gonna talk to you guys more, and we're gonna cover the current events and so forth. I'm gonna still give you good music and good information, good insight from a elder, uh OG or OT. That's what the youngest call me in my neck of the woods where I go play ball at with my son. They call me OT, old timer. And just for the record, this OT be busting their ass with all that reset playing. I'm losing a lot of weight because I'm out there balling with them youngins. They got my cardio all good. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I done lost a lot of body fat. You know what I'm saying? Now if I just get in the weight and chisel, I get the ripped body back that I had when I was in my 20s. But it ain't that serious because like Bruce Jenner before he turned into Caitlyn Jenner, he made a quote one day when he lost a lot of weight when he stopped competing. The one of the reporters was like, Bruce, you lost a lot of weight. Are you sick? He said, no, I'm just trying to be healthier. I don't have to lift the house no more. I gotta pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Because he was diesel at one point. He was the triathlon dude. Won the Olympics and so forth. He was competing, in racing and triathlon. That's what it is. He was the dude. That's what Bruce Jenner is known for. Triathlon. He's an Olympic uh, uh, gold medalist. And so once you solidify as an Olympic gold medalist, did you hear the bullshit about some Russian coach, some lady talking about she want the rules changed in the competitions that Simone Biles is winning all the time. And it's like several competitions. She don't won her 6th gold medal in something far as one of them competitions that she do. And she's like the highest, like, so that make, she probably got 10 gold medals like right now. You know what I'm saying? So, and the lady, I don't know what's her name, but if you go to social media like right now and pull it up, Russian coach wants to change rules about whatever event that Simone Biles just won. Talking about, it need to be changed because I guess it's too easy for her to keep winning. Well, why ain't nobody else winning it if it's so easy? Give that woman her props that she's the ultimate Olympian, like Michael Phelps, Katie Ledecky, everybody that done did they thing. She's mastered her craft. So what you mean change the rules? You know what I'm saying? If it was that easy, then everybody else would be winning. But it's not. So that means she putting in the work and in the time to win these competitions. And you outbeating everybody that compete. So you're going to change the rules because it's easy for her. It's not easy. She's preparing herself. She's sacrificing. She's disciplined. She doing her thing. So what you mean change it? What you mean make it easier so somebody else can win? No. No. What you mean change it? You know? Unless you're going to make it harder and raise the bar, oh well, reconstruct it. You know? She'll probably master that. Or somebody else going to come along and master it. Or, I'm like, I don't even want to go there because I can go a lot of levels with this and it'll come out wrong because it just seemed like it's directed at Simone Biles, or is it somebody of color? It's too easy for these folks. You know, let's change and make it harder. Okay, you making it hard for her. You making it harder for everybody else. This is the standard, and the standard is not easy. You feel me? People dedicate their life to being in the Olympics, and you come prepared. Discipline and focus is superior, mind over matter. Because all of these Olympians are skilled and talented, but can you bring it when the spotlight is on you? When the time comes for you to step into the arena? Can you overcome your feelings and your nervousness to stay calm for you to do your routine and not mess up and be perfect? She's the master that she's mastered it. So I'm just saying it just you know what you mean change it? Change it for what? For the better, or because she keep winning and it's too easy for her? But if it's for real easy, why everybody else not winning? Man, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Don't get me started. That's why my man Fred started say he don't want to come on YouTube and talk about issues, especially of something of this nature, cause he gonna go in. He ain't gonna dress it up, and he ain't gonna control himself to not talk about the unfairness of what that statement meant and what it represents. He said, "Man, you know how to get it across without saying the wrong things. You're disciplined in that manner, you know, and I try to listen to a lot of information, and I read the dictionary. You know, I watch a lot of international information, so I collage everything together. So when I'm speaking, I'm mindful of what I say. And sometimes I'll make a statement, and then in mid conversation, I'll stop talking and just let you process what I said, and you put the rest to it. I made a statement yesterday at work. I ain't gonna say what I said, but it could go various ways. So the person that I was talking to, I thought they were woke, but I saw that they wasn't, because they didn't respond to me like I was expecting them to. So I was telling my boy, I said, well, if I hear anything of it, I'm gonna say, well, I don't know what you thought I meant, but this is what I meant. Because you could go different ways of the statement that I said, and that's how you gotta talk nowadays. You gotta be very philosophical and not so direct. You just talk in general. So therefore, if we not on the same page, you can't tell me what I meant, because what I said can be of numerous variations. So if I got a call like, yeah, you offended this person, and whoopie woo, I'm be like, well, I'm sorry he was offended, but this is what I meant. I don't know what he thought I meant, but that's the way you gotta talk nowadays. You know, Now you can't address people as yes sir, no ma'am, because you don't know how they live in their lifestyle. Honestly, to me, it's getting ridiculous, but it is what it is. But I tell you what, if I see you a woman and if I see you a man, I don't care what you trying to be or claim to be. If you're the sex that God made you, that's what I'm addressing you as. And it is what it is. Now at work, I gotta play by the rules. But in the street, I'm addressing you how I see you, not what you want to be. And that's what it is. You feel me? Because I have that right. Like, share, subscribe. This big day. I'm out. Y'all have a great day. Because I will. On purpose.